Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm going to do a short welcome in a second, but before I get to the welcome, the two people that are running our graduation party, Cricket Diamond, Amy Phillips are here, and they're going to talk about that wonderful event that we have after graduation. So, ladies.
Thank you. Thanks, Ralph.
We're using the microphone because we're recording for the people that could not hear the show.
I'm Cricket Diamond. I am actually not with the graduation party. I'm your 12th grade parent rep. That's okay. But the grad party is awesome, and you'll hear more about that in a second. But just a quick update from the PTA. This month, our PTA members will vote on the 22-23 GHS Board of Directors slate, as well as the proposed 22-23 budget during our annual membership meeting that's coming up on May 31st at 7 p.m. At this time, the meeting will be held in person, which is, of course, subject to change, but that's how it's slated right now. And we need our PTA members to come out and to vote on these important matters. So we hope you can join us that evening and stay for the presentation entitled Loving Your Adolescent by Darby Fox. So hope to see you there. And here's Amy Phillips with Grad Party News.
Thank you. Hi there. So graduation is set for Thursday, June 23rd. And in the evening from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. is the party. And it's a great time for all the kids to be together as one last time as a class. There's a DJ, there's food, there's going to be inflatables, there's raffle prizes. This year we're bringing in a casino night, so there'll be staffed blackjacks, craps, roulette tables, and Texas Hold'em. And then Mr. Mayo said he was going to be the guest dealer unless you choose to become pit boss instead. There's no cost to the seniors to attend this party, and it is solely funded by donations from the parents. So if you can contribute online on the My School Bucks in the school store, and that is currently open and will stay open. And then also the lawn sign sales also help pay for it. The lawn sign sales, this last chance, closes tomorrow. So please, if you have not already purchased your lawn signs or you'd like to get more, please do so on My School Bucks. And pick up for that, along with any that you have not already picked up, will be Tuesday, May 31st, inside the PAC from 2:30 to 7 p.m. And then finally, the big draw to keep the kids in the school for the time of the party is the raffle prizes. Depending on what we raise, and any donations of raffle items, we then purchase things, and like every 20 minutes we raffle off items. So it's a lot of fun for the kids, and there is a sign-up genius if you would also like to donate an actual item. And you could reach me at gradparty@ghspta.org.
All right. Well, again, thanks everybody for coming. The graduation party is a fantastic event. In my first tenure here at Greenwich High School, we used to have 92% of the students attend the graduation party. In fact, there's two back there that attended the graduation party. I promised I wouldn't make fun of them, but they were my former students, and why not? So yes, but it's a great time. Encourage your children to come to the graduation party. They will have fun, and they'll really enjoy that night. We will all be up till 2 o'clock in the morning that night, and then come back to work the next day. So they'll get to sleep, and we'll muddle through. But it's a great time. We've never had this. I didn't set up that many chairs tonight because we've never had this many people come to the senior event. So that's cool. It's very good. We've never had this many people come. It's amazing. Anyway, my name's Ralph Mayo. I'm the principal of Greenwich High School. I've been here off and on for the last 30 years. It's great to see you all coming out tonight. We are, as a school, we're feeling really good about the end of the year. I know everybody's concerned about the numbers are going up and stuff like that, but we're doing well. We're almost finished with our AP testing. We had this year a record number of AP tests. 2,400 AP tests were given. And the person responsible for all that AP good stuff is right behind me, Judy Nadell. And Judy's been running around this building, and it's 40. It's such a huge building, but she's been all around this building making sure that everyone's got a test, everybody has the accommodations that they signed up for, and she's been doing a great job. So thank you, Judy. I'm looking forward to another great outdoor graduation. We had one last year. Karen's going to talk about graduation in depth when it's her turn to talk, but I'm looking forward to it again. And I promised Karen last year that I cut down on my speech. She said I spoke too long. So I will cut it down. I'm not cutting it down because it's so much fun to be out there with the seniors, and it's probably my favorite day of the year. And if you've never gone through our high school graduation, well, we're going to have about 700 students graduating. We're going to graduate in an hour and a half. It's amazing. And then you all can go off and take your children out to dinner and then bring them back here, and we'll have that graduation party. So it's going to be good. So without further ado, Ms. Nadell, would you like to take the mic?
Thank you.
And also, wait a minute before I turn that over to you. She's also leaving us this year. She's retiring. Yes, yes.
Don't I look tired?
Okay, you can triple that because I don't sleep at night wondering who's going to replace her, because there is really no replacement for her. So Judy, here you go.
Thank you. So I am here to give you a little bit of information about what the seniors need to do this week, as well as when they return from their senior options experience. All of our students have a sign-out process every year, and it is complicated, but please know that in the 10 years that I have been doing this, no student has ever not gotten their cap and gown. They will get their cap and gown, but we are serious when we say if you have obligations to Greenwich High School, we really will hold you to those obligations. So the vast majority of our students are going to participate in senior options. So perhaps you may have seen at home this purple sheet if your child is either doing internship or project. One of the first signatures we ask them to get is yours, so that you know whether they're participating in project, internship. And again, we have a handful of kids, like maybe somewhere between 50 and 100 students staying in their classes, so they would not necessarily have this form, and that's okay. But the students who are participating in internship or project will have this form, and they do need to give it into their house by this Friday. So I hope that they've given you their gotten your signature. If they haven't, please ask them for the purple sheet, which is called the final approval form. In addition, they get their faculty mentor, so they have to touch base with their faculty mentor again. Their guidance assistant will ask them their college admissions results. They'll ask them their final plan. This is how we find out where we are going to send the final transcript. So this is a very key thing, and they can sit down one-to-one with their guidance assistant in their house to get this help. So they don't have to do it on their own. Right?
No, not on that. You.
Oh, me. So they don't have to do their information in SCORE on their own. They can get help from the guidance assistant. They could sit down with them at their desk. So we're happy to help with that. Now, Chromebooks do have to be returned to Greenwich High School, but they don't have to return them now. If they're going on internship or project and they want to continue to use their Chromebook, they don't have to give it back to us now. They can give it back to us when the week prior to graduation, that Monday, which I think is the 20th. Oh, let's see, I have it here. Friday, June 17th is the student's last day of the senior options program. So Monday, June 20th, Tuesday, June 21st, Wednesday, June 23rd. Those are all the days that they can take care of their obligations, including returning their Chromebook and their charger if they need it during internship. They can definitely return it right away. Yes, we encourage them, if they're not going to need it on internship or project, to return it this week. And the dates and times and location for the return are on this sheet of paper. The Media Center needs their books back. Maybe it's a textbook, maybe they borrowed a Chromebook from the Media Center, so all that needs to be returned by Friday. And then the school counselor will verify, taking a look at what the teachers have written on this form, that the student has meeting all their graduation requirements and can then successfully participate over the next 4 weeks in their senior options. Any questions that you might have about this week? And again, so on Monday, we're going to be going through these. We're going to make sure we got them all. We're going to ensure that the students really have everything they need for graduation. That's our bottom line. We will make sure that your child has the time that they need to fulfill their graduation requirements. Yeah. I do, and you may even have this one if you like. Yes, I have plenty of extras, and kids can just come to us to get a copy if they need it. So that is the process for this week. In addition, though, again, when the students are done with their senior option and they come back that week, there will be other information up outside the houses. Maybe they owe a uniform for their team. Maybe they owe a textbook from math. So we don't take care of those kind of obligations now. They will take care of it later, and that is called the all clear slip process. So they will need an all clear slip. They have a little extra time this year. Sometimes the time frame is 2 days. This year it's going to be 3 days, where they can come in, find out what else they owe, go look in their car or under their bed or wherever they have all their stuff, and bring it into Greenwich High School. And again, it's a little bit funny when they come in and they're running around from place to place trying to make sure they have all their individual slips to get their final all clear slip. Then they give it to our volunteers who are distributing the caps and gowns, and they get their cap and gown. So again, there may be some frustration if they're not sure that they didn't, we didn't realize they still had a math book from sophomore year, but eventually it all gets worked out. Let's see. And so that's all clear slip and the final approval form. Okay, and then the other thing I just want to ask you, please, is to put on your calendar the senior awards date. The date was originally the Monday before, but now it is Monday, June 13th, 6:30 p.m. It will be in the Performing Arts Center. So the senior awards will be back in person for the first time in 2 years. We're really happy about that. It is really nice to see the seniors see each other. They haven't seen each other in a while, and it's a really nice evening. When we will not know exactly who is getting a senior award until probably that first week of June. An email will go out to students and parents to say, you're getting this because you're receiving a senior award. Please come to the senior awards ceremony so that we can give you the recognition that you deserve. That doesn't mean that all seniors are welcome. All parents of seniors are welcome. The PAC can hold everybody who would like to come. And those are my 3 things. Okay. Oh, June 13th, Monday, June 13th, 6:30 p.m. in the Performing Arts Center. So please do save the date. Yes. Oh, okay. That's a good question, and that's a Karen Foster question.
Tomorrow, so when they have their senior portraits taken, the photographer also offered if they wanted pictures taken in a cap and gown. There were about 43 students, I think, that were not offered because they were one of the first people to sign up. You were really on top of your senior portrait. So he's offering, he's coming back tomorrow to take pictures if they want. It's totally optional. There will be a photographer at graduation that will be taking individual photographs of your children on the stage, so it's not required. This is just something if you wish. Got it. Thank you.
Good to know. And thank you. And it really has been a pleasure working with you. Thank you very much. I do. It's an honor.
This is my 3rd time working with Miss Nadell. The first time we were up in Clark House together. The second time we were at Eastern Middle School together. And now here we are at the high school again. So hopefully I'll find her again sometime in the future. No, I know where she lives. Okay, our next speaker, Ms. Karen Foster, is going to talk about graduation and all that great stuff.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. So I'm Mrs. Foster, Karen. I'm the one who sends out all the emails. Yes, I know, lots and lots of emails. Hopefully, I give you lots of information. Okay, is that not loud enough? Okay, I will speak louder. First of all, welcome. It's a little surreal for me because for some of you, I had your students when they were in kindergarten. And this is also my youngest last year. So it's a pretty big year. So a couple things. Let's start off with senior prom. The senior prom is Saturday, June 4th, 6:30 to 10:30 at the Stanford Hilton. It's the same place where we had the prom last year. The tickets have gone on sale. An email went out last weekend. This weekend, the tickets are $85 per student, and they do need to be purchased by May 23rd because I need to give a head count to the hotel. So please buy tickets. If you need to buy 2 for a guest and you don't know yet, please just buy it and put guest of and your child's name. The students have to arrive by 7:30 and they stay with us until 9:30. The prom does end at 10:30. If you need financial assistance, please just have your child go to their school counselor and ask for assistance. Now, the good stuff, graduation. So graduation is Thursday, June 23rd at 5 p.m. And this information was all sent out to everybody, but I'll review it and then we'll go through questions because I'm sure people have some. So rehearsal for graduation is actually the day before. It's a mandatory rehearsal from 1:15 to 3:15 here at school. The students have to be in their homerooms at 1:15. We practice rehearsal. We have a little last class meeting. Everyone gets to see each other after they've been out on projects or internships or in classes where they haven't seen their friends. At the end of rehearsal, that is when they pick up their cap and gown. As Judy said, they have to have their all clear slip. If they don't have their all clear slip, then they cannot pick up their cap and gown. And every year I have people say, but wait, I want to decorate my cap tonight, but I don't have my all clear slip. They can't get their cap and gown without it. And although I do feel like I live here all the time, I'm not here super late that night because I'm exhausted getting ready for graduation. So they need to get it right after rehearsal. Otherwise, they won't be able to get it until the next morning. So that's really important that if your child wants to decorate their cap, that they have everything ready so they can pick it up after rehearsal. That is the same day they will also pick up their yearbooks. So we'll all be in the student center, cap and gown, yearbooks, and scholarships. I think the GSA scholarship, right? They will do their thank you notes there as well. So then we move on to the next day. Graduation is at 5 o'clock, back in the Cardinal Stadium this year. The students need to be in their homerooms that day at 4:15. So that's important. In their homerooms at 4:15, not walking through the parking lot, because we have a very tight time schedule. And like Mr. Mayo said, we actually do it in about 90 minutes, believe it or not, with almost 700 students. So it's really important that everyone is there on time. They arrive in their cap and gown. We do ask that nobody wears anything over their gown. Okay? No flowers, no, what are other things that people have worn? I don't know. The tassels, yeah. They can decorate their caps, but nothing over their gowns. For the graduation, Bella and Clark are going to be on the visitor side. Folsom, Cantor, and Sheldon will be on the home side. There will also be signs out, so if you don't remember, don't worry. We'll direct you in the right way. In the event of inclement weather, they will make the announcement by noon that day. If we have to move it inside, we do 2 ceremonies. One ceremony starting at 4 o'clock for those with the last names A through K, and it will be in the Performing Arts Center. The second ceremony will start at 7:15 for those whose last names begin with L through Z. It is a very quick turnaround, so if we do have an inside ceremony, it's a quick, your child gets their diploma afterwards, but we need the parking lot cleared pretty quickly between the ceremonies. Graduation will be live streamed. So if it's outside, there are no tickets required. We have plenty of space. There's no tickets required, but it will be live streamed because we realize that some people either too hot, too cold, too long to be there, not in the area. So that link will be sent out earlier that day. If we have indoor graduation, then everyone receives 2 tickets for indoor graduation. We do have a few extra seats, but not enough to give everyone 3 tickets. So every family will be entered into a lottery for the possibility of getting a 3rd ticket. We will run that in early June, so you will know beforehand if you have received the 3rd ticket or not. If we go indoors, the rain tickets will be emailed out. So they'll be e-tickets. So you just come, scan, and then you'll get your wristband to enter. Parking. So parking at graduation is always a fun topic. So the students have to be here in their rooms by 4:15. What we really ask is that you carpool if at all possible. For a couple of reasons. 1, because of parking, and 2, just because it's easier when people are trying to meet up at the end. So we will have parking here. We will also have shuttle buses that will be doing loops between here and Greenwich Country Day and here and Central Middle School. Also, our friends over at Temple Shalom and Christ Church also allow us to use their parking lot as well. We do not have a shuttle there, but there will be a police officer there. So at the end, they'll help you guys be able to navigate that late coming out. We do ask if you park there, they do have preschool or childcare that will be being picked up around that time when people are going to be coming in. So they've just asked that I send the message on to you to please drive carefully in the parking lot because there will be pickup of little ones that day. If you decide to use a ride share, the best thing to do is to take the shuttle either to Greenwich Country Day or to Central Middle School and have them pick them up there. Because at the end of the ceremony, Hillside becomes one way. So no cars will be able to enter. So that's the way your rideshare will be able to get you, is if either you are at Central or at Greenwich Country Day. Please carpool. Speaking of parking, after the ceremony is over, we ask that you have a designated area where you are going to meet your child after graduation. That is not on the field. That's actually not in the stadium at all, because after graduation, they come back to the student center, they go back to their houses, and they pick up their diplomas. Only the students, the graduates, are allowed back in. Family members are not allowed back in the student center. So they go to the field, back to their house, they get their diploma, and then they meet you guys wherever your designated area is. Please don't everyone say the front circle, because that won't work either. Handicap parking. So the south lot, which is the entrance number 1, if you're coming from the post road, and our entrances are marked, it's the first lot on your left if you're coming off of the post road. That will be designated handicap parking if the car has a handicap placard on it. We will have golf carts there available to help bring people from the handicap spot to the field and then back to your car at the end. There is a new handicap parking lot also off of the post road that has about 15 or 18 spots on it. So the majority of the handicap spots will be in the south lot. At the end of graduation, there will be 2 meeting places. We'll have A-frames out that will say handicap pickup here, where you guys will just wait, and the golf carts will keep coming back, and we'll just be doing loops to get people back to their cars. We do ask that you're patient because it does take time, because the golf carts have to navigate through people and over that bridge that we have. We also ask that only one companion goes with that person on the golf cart, because we have a lot of people, and if we take a whole family, then it's multiple rides where other people are waiting. Seating we talked about, there's plenty of room outside, so that's not an issue. Photographs. So we do have a photographer that is at each house for graduation. They will take multiple pictures of the students while they are up crossing the stage with their diploma. They get their diploma cover. It's not their actual diploma. They get the diploma cover. They take a picture with their house administrator, and then they walk off the stage. Those pictures you will receive access to later on after graduation. When the students fill out, they have a name card where they have to write their name, because then they hand it to the reader, who then announces their name before they walk on stage. That info they put in, your student is asked to put your email on it. That's the email that your code will be sent so you can access the pictures. Again, after the ceremony, which will take about 90 minutes, Mr. Mayo? Yes? They will go back into the house, pick up their diplomas, and then meet you guys in your predetermined spot. Graduation announcements. So these are not tickets, these are just announcements. They're similar to, think about your wedding invitation, or some of you may have sent them out. It's a fancy, it has a school image on the front, and it says the class of 2022 announces their graduation. There's no individual names on it. Everyone will receive 2. If you would like to purchase more, you can. An email will be going out shortly about, they're going to be mailed home, but if you would like more, about how to purchase more before that. And then following that night after graduation, after you guys do whatever you want to do after graduation, the kids come back for their post-grad party. Questions about prom, rehearsal, graduation? Yes.
If it rains and we get our tickets via email, can we just come and have the email on our phone?
Yes. Yes. Yep. It was, the rain tickets, they're going to be sent e-tickets. You do not have to print them. You can just show them on your phone because we will have scanners that we just go beep and then you get your wristband.
So my parents will need the golf cart to get to the field, but they don't have a handicap sticker, so where could they pick up the golf cart? If we can't, we'll be able to drive into the handicap parking.
So there will be a person from the golf cart company in the front of the school that can walkie someone to come over. So you could drop off in the front, go pick, then you go park, and the golf cart, would come over and pick up. Yes. Yes. For prom?
Prom and for the graduation party?
Oh, yes. Yes, they are breathalyzed before prom and before the graduation party. And yes, they are. Parents know. Yes. Sorry?
Is the seating first come, first serve, and what time do doors open?
So if it is indoors, the seating is first come, first serve. The doors will only open 45 minutes prior. So the doors, this is what will happen. We will open the farthest door in the science wing so that everyone can make a queue through the science wing out of the rain, because that's why we would be there in the first place, so they can line up, and then we would open up the doors, yes. So you would not be coming in the main entrance. If we have an indoor ceremony, the handicap parking gets switched. The handicap parking becomes the front of the school and the very side of the science wing, where again, we would have golf carts to get you closer, and then you guys would be going through the front door that leads to the Performing Arts Center, but it would all be marked, so you don't have to worry about not knowing where that door is right now. And again, it would be, you would have to meet everybody. If you have your tickets, you'd have to enter the same door. So if you had somebody with a handicap placard that needed assistance getting to the door, you would all have to come in together because you have your tickets.
Do you still run the shuttles, or if it's indoors or down? Is there enough?
Yes, Thea. Yep. Yes, the shuttles are run. Anybody else? That was it. Go ahead.
If we're making dinner reservations afterwards, when do you think we're actually out of here with shuttling back and, you know what I mean?
So the kids want to chit chat afterwards. It's kind of hard to get some of them to leave. Some leave right away. Some want to savor the moment. So, I would say if we do a 90-minute ceremony, it's going to take you at least a half an hour to get out. That's on the quick side. I don't know, my daughter refused to leave. We were here, it seemed like for hours. We barely made our dinner reservation in time to get back for the post-grad party. Someone else had a question. Over here. No?
What time is it post-graduation?
10 to 2. Where'd she go? 10 to 2. The post-grad party is 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. with great raffles. It's in the gym. So when they get dropped off and picked up, the gym doors in the back of the building. Yes. Any other questions? Yes?
Can you just repeat what you said about the pictures for tomorrow with the cap and gown?
Oh, so if your child did not have them taken, then when they did their senior portraits, so we're talking about the cap and gown pictures that the photographer has already taken for the majority of the students. They have reached out to those students who have not had them taken yet to schedule a time tomorrow.
Okay, so I don't even know if my son has been, if he got anything because he hasn't said anything. So if he did or if he didn't, can he just show up someplace tomorrow, or is it going by appointment?
It's going by appointments.
What's the name of, where would the email come from?
Yeah. It would be Robert Taylor Photography that would have reached out. And I don't know if it was parent and student emails or not. I can check on that. You got a phone call. So I don't know. So then your child probably had them taken. I don't think they've sent them out to anybody yet because I think they're waiting to get everyone's pictures and then they're going to send them out, the proofs.
So the first that we got were only in the suit, so that they must be holding that.
Correct. Yes. 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 So did you guys hear that? So the proofs for the cap and gown pictures, I believe, have not been sent out yet. I think what they're doing is they're waiting for tomorrow to get everyone's pictures, and then they're sending all the proofs out to oh, you did get yours already. Okay, so I lied. So. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, the regular pictures definitely, yes. Yes. With the cap and gown. Okay. Between 11 and 1 in the Galleria, which is the hallway outside the Performing Arts Center. Oh, it's casual. The kids sweat in there. It's like T-shirts and shorts because, yes, it's very hot. They have some inflatables, so like an obstacle course inflatable, and I can't remember the other one off the top of my head. That's the obstacle course. Right. So it's very, very casual. They wear sneakers, yes. And they're usually super hot. So, yes, T-shirt and shorts. Yes. 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.
And is that the same deal where you have to stay at the museum?
It is not. It is not. Yes. But I do believe once you leave, you don't come back? Yes. Yes. Oh, very good question. Okay, so the gowns are zipped. So if you could reinforce that, that would be fabulous. We do want them to have their gowns zipped up. The other thing is they're walking on the turf. So wedges, flats, no spikes, or anything that is going to damage the turf. I have a very delicate relationship with the people that take care of the turf, and I need to keep it that way. So please, flats, wedges, nothing that's going, because to be honest, they'll fall. They'll poke through and it's no good for anybody. To be honest, we have everything from people wearing suits and dresses to khakis to shorts to, yes, it all depends on, right. But they are zipped, so, they don't, yes. But I will say the white gowns, depending on what you're wearing, you can see through them, depending on what color what you're wearing on underneath is. Other questions? Anyone? No? Yes.
What is required of anything after graduation, like until the 26th?
What do you mean?
Do you have to do anything before the 25th? Or are they totally gone?
Oh, the seniors. Yes, the seniors are finished.
So they don't have to come back?
Correct.
So they can have a plan good.
Correct. And enjoy themselves. Yes. As long as they have permission from you guys, yes. 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 Any other questions?
Actually, just piggybacking on that one, the 20th, 21st, and 20th through the 23rd, they're coming in to do their all clear people, but do they have to do anything else? Like, do they need to be here?
No, they have to do their all clear slip, and then they are finished, yes. Just.
The 20th, the seniors who are doing projects will
Oh, yes,
We have a group exhibition for the project from 9 to 11 on the 20th.
right.
They'll know.
Yes, that all that info will go out, yes. Other than that, correct. Correct. And can they get their cap and gown early? The answer is no. Yes.
But do they not take any finals?
They do not come back to take finals unless they're staying in their classes, and then they continue to do whatever their class is doing. Yes.
But the
Yes.
17th is the last day regardless for seniors.
Right.
So the 17th, whether they're remaining in classes or doing projects or internships, the 17th is their last day for school.
Yes. That's how they get their cap and gown. They have to hand us their all clear slip, and then we give them their cap and gown. Yes. But I will tell you, sometimes it's harder to get it than people think because they have that lost book from 9th grade that they don't realize that they still owe. And so then it's either dig and find the book or write a check for $6.95 or whatever the book was for. I don't know. Not right now, but when do they have them out? The obligations list.
As the houses post them, I can let everybody know by email. I can't remember whether, we think we still do it on paper. I think we're very old fashioned. We still
Yes.
do paper. Maybe we'll do electronic this year.
Right. But that's those 3 days. Tell them to come in Monday because they might need to come back on Tuesday and Wednesday as well. Yes.
So for internship, there's like the weekly log that
Yes.
you fill in, and is there a final something they have to do, or?
Yes. Do you want to answer that question? It's about the internship, their log that they do on the computer. The weekly log that they have to do. Is there a final?
Yes, so they will, students who do either students who do internship will go up to the Career Center and get their clear slip for the internship. And the students who did project will get their clear slip at the group exhibition on Monday.
But everything that the internship people have to do is all online.
All online in the Senior Options website.
Yeah.
Yep. 5 weeks of putting in your hours and 5 journal entries.
Yes.
I just want to confirm, you say you emailed all of this information previously?
About prom has gone out in 2 emails that I sent out. The graduation info went out in early April, and it's also posted on the website as well. Not specifics about finding like your predetermined spot and stuff like that, but all the, yes.
And this is recorded, we're going to be able to replay it
Over and over and over again. Yes. Yes. I could torture my own child and make him listen to me more than he doesn't want to already. Yes. Yes. Oh, sure. The visitor side is Bella and Clark. So, the closest to the baseball field. The home side is closest to the post road. The home side are the large bleachers. The visitor side are the smaller bleachers, but I do add additional seating to that side. So there's plenty of seating for, if you're on the visitor side, don't worry. I have you covered. I have extra chairs for you guys.
Until when they arrive, the signs will be up.
Yes, yep. There will be A-frames that will tell you guys what houses are on what side.
I'm sorry, I should know.
That's okay.
UIL, but I forget, can you say again, which, is it visitors or home that's closest to the post road?
Home is closest to the post road. Yep. Yes.
The project mentioned was June 20th. What was the time and where is that?
It's 9
To 11.
in the student center.
And that's open to students?
Well, yeah, you're welcome to come. I always will send my emails to both you guys and the students. You're welcome to come, and you can check out what the kids have been doing. It's really fun. It's a really nice opportunity, but it's primarily students.
Question?
How was the last week handicap parking situation at the school for the kids, the high school seniors?
This week?
No, not this week. The last week of each night. Did they come to the all clear? They did the rehearsal walk Wednesday.
Oh. So,
it's during exams. Exams are over. Yes, it'll be fine because yes, there will be enough. There, right, the week. Yes, because there will be room because it's exams. So even the juniors that are now getting parking will all not be here at the same time.
So we don't need a parking permit?
Not for them to come in on the 20th or 21st or for rehearsal. No, and they can all drive to rehearsal because exams are over that day by the time rehearsal starts. That's a very good question. Yes.
Piggyback on that, next week Chambers kids have to be.
I emailed all the students. I emailed all the seniors and said, please let me know if you need parking because you are here for a music commitment for your project or if you are doing an internship here. So if they currently have a semester 2 pass or permit on their car, they're perfectly fine. They don't need to do anything else. Those of them who do not currently have a parking pass but need to be here for that stuff, hopefully they responded to my email and they will get a parking permit so that they can come back.
When do they pick that up?
Friday. Anything else? The commencement speaker, yes, is Bill Owens. Yes. Yes, correct. And then Mr. Mayo really shortens his speech. No. Sorry. Yes.
Quick question.
Yes.
What is the definition of a rain day? So how much rain would you consider? Good question, yeah, I would say.
It's,
Mr. Mayo?
it's very scientific.
I will let him answer that because he's the one that makes the decision.
That's a big decision.
We've done this many times over the years, and my first child's graduation was rained out, so we were in the gym. We do not want this to happen, okay? Nobody here wants this to happen. So we're going to look at those forecasts very carefully. We get the latest forecast from the airport, actually, from Westchester, to see what's coming in. If it's just going to be a light rain or something like that, we're not too concerned. But usually that time of year, it's thunderstorms. And that's what we are concerned about. However, by moving graduation up to 5 o'clock rather than 7 o'clock, we may be able to avoid those kind of things. They usually come in later than earlier. So, yeah, it's my call. But I will be consulting, as I used to do when I used to call snow days years ago. I will be consulting many people before we make that call. Okay, so if we have to go inside, we have to go inside. But it'll be cats and dogs. It'll be all sorts of stuff coming down if we're going inside because we just don't want to do that. We just opened Cardinal Field and we want to use it, and it's going to be great out there. So don't even think about that. Just think about blue sky, sun. Next year, I think I need a bigger boat. I'll tell you, this is very nice. This is great to see you all, and it's great to be in front of a live group here instead of talking into a computer. So if you have any other questions about anything else, I'll be here, and I can stick around for a while. And if not, thank you for coming.